surfaced, this time of Hunt being questioned by police outside of a Cleveland bar. A witness told TMZ that Hunt was in a physical altercation with another man before the cops came over. No charges were filed, and the Browns have declined to comment on the incident. The question here is this something or nothing? And I got to say, given his situation, it's a little something. You got to be smarter than this.
I mean, we don't get the full idea of what happened with the clip. We only get something that's there. But because of the video before where he's still suspended, it still doesn't look good. You're at a bar at night. And I can't say that it's wrong for you to go out, but you got to be conscious of where you go, when you do it, and how you do it. Because if anything jumps off, then it comes back on you. So as a young person, it's always hard to remove yourself from a situation like, look, I'm just going out, I'm not messing with anybody. But things like this can happen when you put yourself in that situation.
You know what I don't understand is I don't think he fully gets how many people feel like he shouldn't be playing at all right now. I don't think he understands that when he walks into a bar, he's an automatic target and people already know he's suspended. So anybody's just walking past you is looking for a bump. They're looking for you to step on their shoe. They're looking for you to give them a little shoulder nub so they can look right at you, and they already know your situation walking in. This is stupid. This is dumb. I don't get it. You're getting another opportunity. He's just another one of these guys that when he's finally done with the NFL in 5 years, he's going to look back and say, man, I blew it. I had an opportunity. I had another shot that gave me another shot, and I decided to go into a bar with everybody looking at me knowing that I'm already suspended. Either I'm going to get paid or get him kicked out the league. You're an easy target. Why even go? I mean, it's 100% his fault.
That's tremendous perspective. You should be part of the NFL rookie orientation. And I agree. I agree with all that. But based on what I am seeing, to me, this is nothing. Because I see him talking to the police. It's a short clip. He's not being detained. He's not being arrested. He's not being confronted. He's having a conversation. Everybody's got space. I understand, don't put yourself in tricky situations. That's the smart thing to do. But the idea that someone's not going to live their life or they're not going to go out or he's not going to hang out, that's just not realistic. At his age, I understand that. And he should fully grasp that he's been given a second chance. Based on what I'm seeing here, I just can't go to the step of, this isn't Zeke. He's not inebriated. Zeke was inebriated. Zeke was compromised. That I have an issue with. This, if he was out with his boys and he wasn't drinking and somebody thought something happened and it didn't and he's explaining it to the police now, he's okay in my book.
Here's why I'm going to say something and agree with these guys. It's just because I've been young and dumb and oversized and overfed alcohol. At age 22, at age 23, I was just... At this time, I was just a fifth-year student at Ball State, but I was a bouncer at a bar on campus, got liquored up, beat up a kid half my size. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life. Cost me a relationship with a woman at that time because it was a friend of hers, and it was just stupid. And from that moment on, at 22, I decided I'll never be in another fight again. I will never be in another And so... So I'm at 22 without the NFL overlooking me, no contract. I was just a bouncer at a bar. I decided no more violence. And I've never been in a fight since. And I walk away. Anytime anybody want to get at it, why? Because again, and what Kareem needs to do is, again, check the W-2s, yours versus whoever you're having an altercation with. And most of the time, your W-2 really trumps theirs, and you got more to lose. Just go the other direction. So if I can do that at 22 without having cost myself a contract and all those things.
But you're more mature. The maturity part, I think, steps in regards to that, because a lot of times the mindset of a young guy, listen, I paid my dues, I did this, I'm off, but I'm still going to hang. They can't tell me what I can't do. When you have that kind of mentality, you're always going to put yourself in a situation and you're going to be somewhere probably you shouldn't be. And sometimes it's just bad timing. Wrong place at the right time in regards to something going on.
So are you guys suggesting that he shouldn't have been there at all?
No, not at all. I have no problem with him going out and having a good time. The problem is they're saying he got into an altercation with his own friend in public. First of all, if that's your friend and that's your boy, what do you fight? And he knows your situation.
Okay,
what you fight with him for in the first place?
Altercation.
But an altercation, that's it.
Come on, man.
You can't even.
Somebody interprets
Hold on,
that.
but that's the difference, because with a guy like that that's already under the microscope, that has been involved in the law, okay? Anything that happens, I don't care what it is.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. If it's your boy, somebody you just met, it's going to be blown up, and it's going to put you in a situation that's going to hurt you from a career perspective.
All right, before we go, I want to announce my new strategy as it relates to Colin Kaepernick. After today, I'm going to do my level best to ignore Cap and avoid commenting on his foolishness. Yesterday, the Wall Street Journal reported that Nike nixed plans to sell a shoe that celebrated the 4th of July holiday with the Betsy Ross 13-star flag on its heel. The flag was created during the American Revolution. Nike canceled the Air Max 1 USA because Kaepernick allegedly complained the flag was offensive to black people. Now, I'm 52 years old. Yesterday was the first time I'd heard that the Betsy Ross flag was offensive. Before yesterday, I would have paid absolutely zero attention to the Betsy Ross flag or the Air Max 1 USA. I would have simply celebrated the 4th of July like I always have, by overdosing on hamburgers and ribs and watching fireworks. Are hamburgers, ribs, and fireworks also offensive? Should we cancel the cookout? For 3 years, I've taken every opportunity to expose the shallowness of Kaepernick's form of revolutionary resistance. Cap is a useful idiot being deployed as an agent of chaos. He is Heath Ledger's version of the Joker from the Dark Knight movie. Cap is a dog chasing cars. He wouldn't know what to do with one if he caught it. He's a wrench in the gears. His purpose is to introduce a little anarchy, to upset the established order and make everything chaos. By responding to his nonsense, I'm helping him accomplish his goal. At this point, there's no convincing Kaepernick supporters that he's a fraud. They don't care. They believe his intentions are good and the soundness of his strategy is irrelevant. That's my entire problem with internet activists. They have no strategy, just complaints. Is complaining activism, or is it complaining? Maybe your nagging spouse is an activist, not a nagging spouse. But I have to exit the Kaepernick hamster wheel. We all should muster the courage to ignore the agents of chaos who make good people of all races debate irrelevant crap. The Betsy Ross flag debate should be filed in the same dumpster as the debate over who gets to pee at Starbucks without buying a drink. This chaos is orchestrated and executed by people who want us in a constant cycle of discord over the inconsequential so that we never address our real problems. Kaepernick has no idea he's being used. He believes a flag on the heel of a tennis shoe is the equivalent of being forced by law to sit on the back of the bus. If I ran a shoe company built on slave labor in a foreign country, I'd want my celebrity athletes complaining about Betsy Ross and comparing graffiti on a Brentwood mansion to the assassination of Emmett Till. I'd want guys like me debating the foolishness on national TV. I'm kicking my Cap addiction. More speak for yourself after this.